Hi yogis, it's Jody, and today we're gonna do a rest and restore yoga flow. So I like to do this on Sundays or in the evening time after a long day at work, or if I'm feeling a little stressed about life and I just want to let it all go. I'll return to these poses to help me relax. So if you want to grab a pillow or a block or a bolster, if you have one, to help you just to sink and release deeply into these poses, grab it now. And I'm going to play some background music. So let me know if it's too loud, or in the future, if I'm having issues with the background noise. I'd love to hear your feedback on this, because I'm still trying to work out how to sync music to my videos. But let's begin on our mat. In Subta Bakanosana. So you want your feet to come together, knees out wide, and you can just kind of butterfly the legs up and down just while we settle in. Grabbing onto my ankles, inhale, we find length, and then using your elbows to press on the knees to open them wider, go deeper. And just depending on your flexibility and what feels good in your body, if you want to use a block to come onto, you could do that as we go deeper into the pose, or you could use a pillow to relax on, because we're going to hold it for a few breaths. It's up to you. This is your practice. Do what feels good in your body. But if you're with me and you're fine the way you are, grab your ankles, inhale, we find length, and then using our elbows to press into our legs, we bring our head, the crown of our head, towards our feet. Taking deep inhales and relaxing completely on the exhale. Drawing the lower belly in, using the elbows to create space in the inner groin and leg area. Rounding my back as the crown of my head draws towards my feet. Subta Bakanosana. Notice when the mind wants to start wandering. When it starts to leave the pose, to leave the present moment. Can you come back to your breath? Inhale, sit up. And if you want to bring the legs closer, do that now. And if you want, you could grab underneath the feet. And this will take the stretch into a different area of the body. Inhale, we lengthen. Exhale. Now I'm going to fold and use my elbows outside my shins as I draw my crown of my head towards my feet. And breathe. Feeling the deep release of my outer hips, my glutes. Stay with me for 5. Notice when the body wants to move for 4. Can you create the mind-body connection for 3? Return to the breath for 2. And completely let go for 1. Inhale, sitting all the way up. And then for here, we're going to come into hero's pose. So Just depending on how you feel in your body, you might want to take a block and we're going to sit on our legs, and you could come in between and you could just stay here. And then if you want to slowly come back onto your elbows, you could stay here as well, or you could sit on a pillow, or this is going to be, for some of us, a really intense stretch on the top of our quads. I don't like to use a block for this, so I'm just going to sit in between my legs. Your knees can be touching or apart. I'm going to kind of sit up and then roll the calves outwards and sit back down. My feet are outside of me. This is a great place to be. If you want to stay here and you're already feeling a lot of sensation, stay here. This is a great place to be. But if you want to go a little further, you can come back onto your elbows and stay here. This is also a beautiful place to be. Or if you want to, and it feels good in your body, you could come all the way down. Bringing your arms overhead, grabbing opposite elbows. Completely relax. Deep inhalation. And then as you exhale, completely relax. We're here for 5. Stay with the breath for 4. This is where the real yoga comes in. Oftentimes, holding the pose and staying calm and finding stillness is the hardest part of the practice. It's so much easier to just go and move from pose to pose without having to think. See if you can stay present. Last breath on the inhale. And as you exhale, sigh it out. Slowly start to come back onto your elbows. Releasing the legs. And we're just going to windshield wiper from side to side. And then from here, we're going to move into Janu Shasana. So again, you're going to have lots of options. Extend your legs out in front of you. Well, we're going to bring the left leg in. And then if you want, we're going to fold forward. So if you want, again, to use a block to rest on, maybe a pillow to help you fold, because we want to stay in this pose and we never want to sacrifice the body for the pose. We want to be able to completely relax into the pose, and then we're going to be able to release into those the muscles, the fascia, the tissue. We're going to go a little deeper that way. So inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, find length. Exhale, fold your head towards your knee. Your toes are pointing towards you. Flexing that foot. Finding length in the back body. Inhale. Exhale, completely relax. We're here for 5. Where do you feel the stretch? 4. Can you go deeper for 3? Come back to your breath. and 1. Slowly sitting up. And then from here, with our right leg forward, we're going to come into Pigeon Pose. So swing your left leg behind you. And again, if you want to use any props, you could place the block underneath your hip, the pillows underneath your hip. You could bring it out in front of you. Whatever helps you stay and hold the pose, I want to encourage you to do that. Remember, this is your practice. But I also want you to stay engaged and to maybe push yourself. Inhale, we find length. Exhale, fold. Pigeon is such a great release. We hold so much emotion and tension in our hips, especially as females. So imagine with each breath that you're sending it into your hip. Imagine that there's a window in your hip, and you're opening that window, and you're allowing this air, your breath, to create space, to dust off the shelves, to open it up and allow some air in there. Send the breath to wherever feels tight in your body. We're here for 10 more breaths. Stay with me. Whatever you're feeling, whatever sensations, let it come up. Breathe for 10. Let it go for 8. Come back to your breath for 6. Completely let go for 5. Feel that release for 3. Just a couple more breaths. Take a deep inhalation through the nose. And as you exhale, sigh it out. Slowly coming up. And then bring the legs in front of you. I'm just going to windshield wiper them. All right, let's do the other side. So we're going to start with Janu Shasana on the left side. Bring your right foot inside the thighs and grab your props if you want them. Inhale, we lengthen, and exhale, we fold forward. It doesn't matter where you can grab. You could grab past the foot, the shin, a block, a pillow, whatever you want. Really, it's not about where your hands go. This is about stretching the back of the leg, the hamstrings, lengthening through the spine on the inhale, and then completely surrender on the exhale. The crown of my head reaches towards my foot. Draw my lower belly in and go deeper. Where can you soften? How's the space between your eyebrows? Let's soften there. As your mind begin to wander for 5, come back to your breath for 4. Go deeper for 3. Stay with me for 2. And our last inhale. Exhale, sigh it out. Inhale, sitting all the way up. And now we're going to do pigeon on the left side. Swinging the right leg behind you, squaring the hips, trying to keep them as even and low to the mat as possible. Use your props. Inhale, we find length. Exhale, fold. Not all sides are created equal. Maybe one side is tighter for you. Honor that. Honor where you're at with your practice today. And maybe go deeper. How does your left hip feel? Is it tighter than the right? Is there a difference? Imagine an old forgotten room in a house that's gathered dust. We might have placed things in there that we've totally forgot about, no longer need. Open that window in that hip. Use your breath like air. Send your breath to that window, air it out. We don't need to hold on to anything any longer. We're here for 10. Can you feel that deep release for 9? Have I lost you for 8? Come back to the breath for 7. Let's slow it down for 6. We're halfway there for 5. 4. 3. 'Take a deep inhalation through the nose for 2. And open your mouth, sigh it out on the exhale. We've made it down to 1. Just one more breath. Let's slowly start to sit up. And once again, let's windshield wiper the legs. All right, now I want you to come vertical on your mat, or horizontal, hamburger wide. We're gonna do a wide-legged forward fold. So bring your legs out wide, and this can be really intense for a lot of people. We don't often get into the groins and the outer hips and glutes very often. So be mindful and careful and gentle as we go deeper into this pose. If you want to elevate your hips, sit on a blanket to kind of tilt the pelvic bone. You could do that, or maybe sit on a pillow. Or if you want to have a pillow in front of you as we forward fold to help, please grab it now or do so. All right. kind of get into this pose a little bit. Inhale, we find length. And then on the exhale, we slowly start to forward fold. Maybe coming down onto your elbows or a block or a pillow. We want the hips to tilt. We want our pelvis to tilt down and then our hips to tilt back. That's when we're really going to start to work the pose. I'm still working on my straddle splits. Maybe you are too, but my legs start to shake and I feel this every time. Maybe going a little deeper. Come back to the breath. We're here for 10. Allow your breath to be your rhythm and your guide. Turn the mind off and the ears on. Listen to your breath. Remember, yogis, pain is never okay. But discomfort, we can learn to sit with. We're not here very often. It's not going to feel comfortable. Stay with me. We're here for 10. Tilt the booty back for 9. Flex the feet for 8. Come back to your breath for 7. Where can you soften in the body for 6? Where are you gripping? Can you send your breath there? Stay with me. We're halfway there for 5. Maybe this is your chance to go deeper if you haven't already for 4. 3. 2. Last one. Take a deep inhalation through the nose. Open your mouth, side out. And slowly, very slowly, start to come back up. It's very, very slowly. This is really intense for a lot of us. Grab onto the back of the knees and start to bring the legs in like a book. Oh, wow. I always feel that one. And now we're going to come into Shavasana. So grab a blanket, grab some props. If you have them, you could place it underneath your legs. You could place an eye mask over you. Feet out wide, hands by your side. Close your eyes. Completely relax. Shavasana. I'm going to guide us through one of my favorite eye exercises. Keeping your eyes closed, look down. Look all the way down to the bottom, as far as your eyes can go. Now look up, keeping the eyes closed. Look as far up as the eyes can go, up to the third eye, to the space between your eyebrows, to your forehead. Look all the way up. And now take your eyes all the way to the right, as far right as they can go. And now take them to the left, as far left as they could go. Now bring your eyes back to center. Keeping them closed, make circles. Now reverse those circles. You're going to start to feel the tension releasing. Make 3 big circles in the opposite direction. Now make zigzags from left to right to right to left. Go from top to bottom. Now look all the way up, as far up as they can go. Now look all the way down. Look left, look right. Bring them back to center. Inhale. And as you exhale, completely relax. Shavasana. Soften the space between your eyebrows. Unclench your jaw. Completely relax. Go deeper. Slowly start to come back into your body. Slowly start to wiggle the fingers and the toes. Reaching the arms overhead, take a big stretch. Reach, 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 reach. And then draw your knees into your chest. Give yourself a hug. Maybe give yourself a little kiss. And then roll to one side. Slowly sit up into a comfortable seat. Keeping your eyes closed, bringing your hands to your knees, and just observe. Observe the peace that your yoga practice brings you. Bringing your hands heart center in Anjali Mudra. Take a deep inhalation through your nose. And as you exhale, bowing your chin towards your heart in gratitude. Inhale, lift your chin, open your eyes. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining me, yogis. I hope you feel restored and renewed, and that you could come back to this practice or this flow anytime you need to. Like, comment, subscribe. I'll see you next time, yogis. Namaste.